echoing cuckoo clock has called us back for another episode of Kids Book Read Aloud, S.C. Crovo, Magic of Nicholas. I'm S.C. Crovo. I'm the writer and creator of those magical families of Nicholas. And we just had a very special week or day only a week ago. That was Christmas Eve, or as the Nicholases call it, the Night of Wonder. I hope you had a visit from Santa Nicholas and that you got something special that you wished for. And don't forget, even if you didn't get exactly everything you wished for, sometimes it shows up at the most unexpected times. And sometimes that's what makes wishes even more special. It took me, I would say, about 3 Christmases before I got my little dolly. So yes, sometimes it takes a little time, but you get it. Now, today is also a special day. For us here on Earth, this is New Year's Eve, the day when we usher in the new year. Now, the Nicholases and the Kelvs, they don't celebrate New Year's Eve because they live hundreds and hundreds of years. So their time frame is a little different than ours as far as celebrating New Year's. But don't feel sorry for them because they take the whole month of January to celebrate the Night of Wonder. That's right. The whole month of January, they celebrate, they have parties, they have events. They have a good old time at Sand Kelvs. I wish I was there. But this is our night to celebrate New Year's Eve and to bring in 2021. Now we do it in lots of different ways. We have parties, we have gatherings, we have fireworks, we have noisemakers. But there's something else that we do. We make New Year's resolutions. Yuck. I don't even like the word resolution. Oh, okay. Let's see. Next year, I'm going to eat better, exercise more, and lose some weight. For my older listeners, you know what that's about. And so it just, resolution, not really a fun word to have to bring in the new year. How about goals? How about dreams? Let's make goals and dreams with expectation of 2021. And guess what? I've got one ready for you. That's right. Make it a goal to read more. Not just you, but to kids. Whether it's your kids, your grandkids, read to them. Reading gives such amazing skills. They learn spelling. They learn how to compose sentences. They learn communication in full sentences, not just little text messages. And there's something very important that they learn. They learn to use their imagination. Because when you're reading to them, it's not like watching TV where it's all spread out before you. When you're reading to your child or to your grandchild, they have to imagine what's happening in their minds. And that creates this wonderful gift of imagination. Now, I want to show you something. Cole's holding some books for me today. This is a book given to me by my grandmother. The book is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. Now, she gave me this book in 1972. I'm going to try to get it closer for you. It was for Christmas. And it was to me, Susan, for Christmas in 1972. So you can do the math. This book here is 48 years old. Now, the reason why she gave me the book is because she read the book when she was a girl. And it took me a little while to get into Anne of Green Gables because, well, if you look at this first paragraph, it's kind of wordy, it's kind of long. But once I entered the world of Anne of Green Gables, I never left it. I read all the series. I continued to read all the series. That was the gift that my grandmother gave me. The gift of reading, the gift of story. Now, what did I read my girls? Well, my girls, I read them lots of things when they were growing up. But one of the things that I read my girls again from when I was a girl, I read them Nancy Drew mysteries. Yes, indeed. This is her first one, The Secret of the Old Clock. And every night when they were younger, we'd get together and we'd snuggle up on the sofa and I'd read a chapter of one of the Nancy Drew books. And that was something special that I shared with them. In fact, I even talked to them recently. They actually remember it. But again, this was something that I enjoyed as a child, and I passed it on to my kids as they were growing up. So now I have a grandchild, little Hugh, and he's only 6 months old, but my daughter is starting to read to him. And guess what she read him? I'm rather excited about this. She read him Benjamin Nicholas and the Golden Key, and now she's starting to read him Masters of Nicholas and Target Earth. Because first of all, these are kids' books, and a child is never too young to listen. Is he going to grasp it all? No, but I think it's so cool that he gets to listen to a story and he'll grow with these stories because this is many books that are going to be in these series. But he'll grow with these stories and know that his grandmom wrote them. So I'm really thrilled about that. But there's something out there to you moms, dads, grandmoms, and granddads that I want you to remember is that you don't have to be a writer to share the gift of story. Share your own stories, even stories when you were kids, what it was like. I love that with my grandmother. She would tell me about what it was like growing up. I remember her telling me that when she was a girl, she saw the Wright brothers fly over Baltimore. They lived in Baltimore. These are stories. And also, just as I shared with you right here, share stories you enjoyed as a kid. Share that with your children. Share that with your grandchildren. Let them explore and expand their imagination. There's nothing more exciting than that. And they will develop a lifelong love of reading, which is so important, as I said, to develop so many skills that we use every day in life. I attribute my ability to write and to communicate and to spell with the years and years I spent reading. So share those stories. Sit down with your kids and your grandkids and read to them. There is not a better goal you can make for the new year, especially with things the way they are right now. We're all locked in, a lot of us. So have that opportunity, even if you have to do it with Zoom or do it over the phone. Take the time, share the story, create that opening umbrella of imagination in your kids and grandkids. That's my message to you for this New Year's Eve. Make your wishes. Make your commitments. Make your goals. Forget resolutions. Come up with goals. Come up with dreams and make them happen in 2021. I hope you enjoyed Kids Book Read Aloud, S.C. Crovo, Magic of Nicholas today. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up below. And please don't forget to subscribe to Kids Book Read Aloud, S.C. Crovo, Magic of Nicholas. I'll be back next week. And until then, I hope you know what to do. But if not, I'm going to remind you right now, you go ahead and make a wish. And it's New Year's Eve. So have a magical New Year's Eve. Bye for now.